All right, guys, this is Raul with Excel. We have just wrapped up a workshop with Scott. And so we're just going to ask him a couple questions. This is just raw video. Don't edit the magic behind it. So, all right, cool. All right, Scott. Thinking about your experience in working with Excel and coming to one of our workshops, what would you say was one of the biggest takeaways that you've gotten from going through a workshop?
One of the biggest takeaways?
Yeah. So, for example, what did you expect coming in here, and were those expectations met?
The expectations were met. When I came in, well, I did expect to see a bigger place.
Sure.
I didn't think this was going to be. But pretty much, I got to see the idea come to life, basically, based on everything we covered. The questions you asked and all the areas we covered were, pretty much, it got the juices flowing. I was able to, pretty much come out with the ideas to get the design and where I see this thing going.
Sure. Now, thinking about your experience about the workshop as well, you came in here with just an idea, like you mentioned. Would you say that it's evolved, it's more concrete now? Like, how did the workshop help you in a direction to go with your app?
It made me feel a lot better about it. Because it starts out as an idea, and what the workshop did for me, it just created this big picture. Like I said, it started out as an idea, but this picture that was created on where this can go, where this platform can go, the workshop helped me visualize it on a larger scale. And, it just, like I said, one thing led to another, even in future, in the growth of the app. This workshop helped me see how this can actually grow to be bigger than what it started out to be.
Very cool. And you've mentioned that you've discussed you've reached out to other app development companies, and each app development company has their own different process. But could you imagine building this app without going through some sort of process like this?
No. I reached out to other companies. I was even shot down before even, laying out all the ideas on the table. And just basically how just this workshop alone, it just, there's no turning back now. Whereas, I made a phone call, I was shot down, and nothing was initiated. Coming here and hashing out all the ideas and sitting down and actually see it go up on the board and where this can lead to, and all the research that was put into it, just solidified the idea. There's no turning back now. So.
Very cool. I've got two more questions. My next question, actually, leading off what you just said. There are other entrepreneurs who probably have ideas and they kind of want to pursue this. What would you say, to them, if they were considering a workshop, right? They were kind of on the fence regarding, why to move forward, right? Or what's the biggest benefit you got out of this?
Interesting. I would recommend moving forward with a workshop. Definitely, because they say the cemetery is the wealthiest place on earth, because there were so many ideas, so many platforms that were never brought to life, and they just took it to the grave with them. This workshop actually prevents that. You can actually see this your idea on a larger scale and see where it can actually go just based on doing this workshop.
Very cool. The last question I have is kind of a two-part question. One, would you recommend, doing, workshops to friends, family, other entrepreneurs, but more importantly, did you learn anything?
Oh, absolutely. I learned, I would recommend it to other entrepreneurs, definitely. because it kind of you get a better idea on how big your idea can actually be. You get a better idea on how big the idea can actually be. And, I've learned from the workshop, I've learned that, strategic planning is key. This was pretty much, in order to have a successful app, like this was an app building process, in order to have a successful app, you need this first initial step to plan ahead, before just throwing it out there and let somebody just build your app and just whatever happens, happens. This, you actually have the hands-on in making sure this goes exactly how you want it to go. So, I learned that this is probably what you need, as far as the first step. Initial planning.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, that wraps up another workshop with Excel. We're actually in New York, so talk to you soon. Cool. That's it.